I wanted to talk with you guys today. Most people didn't know I wanted to, do more coaching type things and share my story. Most people don't even know my story. Some people do. It really doesn't have to do with whether I trusted somebody or how close I was to somebody. It's just, what came out when. But I feel it's important. I feel like me sharing what happens with me and the things that I've learned can help others. Because if I'd known the things I learned now when I was a teenager, I would have done so many more things in my life so much sooner. I lived in fear, you guys, for so long. Afraid of looking stupid, afraid of what people thought of me, afraid to stand out. Of everything. I just wanted to blend in with the crowd, and I wanted to just feel safe. And I thought if I played it safe, then nothing bad will happen. I won't have to deal with hard feelings, and it'll be okay. But that just isn't a way to live life. And as I've come out of my shell more and learned it's okay to fail, and it's okay if somebody isn't your biggest fan or thinks something bad about you. Still hard to deal with, but at the same time, it's okay. And to know that it's okay to be me and to share parts of me and to learn and grow and know that there's so much more inside of me I can do. It's the same with you guys. I had no idea what I was capable of. No idea. So afraid of the world, didn't want to, try or put myself out there. And I've done so many things now I never would have thought I would have been able to do or would have even thought to do. But it's been an amazing experience. And we miss out on those things when we're too afraid to do it. But I will share with you this blog and anything else I do with this, I have been holding on to for over a year or probably a couple years, you guys. And I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm working on it. I was a chronic, I'm working on it. But I never actually got to the, oh, I'm doing it. Because once I did it, then it's out there. And then everybody knows, and I might fail, and then everybody knows that, and then what do I do? But guess what? I'm so done with that because I want to move past and get to the next thing I get to do or build bigger and what's after this. And if I never push past this moment, I never get to that. And what are we truly afraid of? Are we afraid that people will think, well, who are you to do that? Are we afraid they'll laugh at us? Are we afraid that it'll look stupid? I mean, my videos aren't super professional. I'm literally sitting in my bedroom doing this. And just doing the best that I can because I know I have content I want to share. And I know that's good enough and that's okay. And wherever this goes, that's okay too. Because there are those out there of you that need to hear what I have to say. Just like some of you reaching out to me, there are going to be connections that I need. So as we take action and create things, we create that where there's opportunities that we wouldn't have had before. So if you've got something in your life that you're afraid to do and you're living in that fear, just all out fear of just showing up as who you feel like you were meant to be, or showing people another side of you that you're not sure how they're going to react, or you want to go on a venture and do something else, or even just being bolder and just not living your life like you have to be timid, and just it's okay if you choose something wrong or do something wrong. Just choose it anyway and just decide and make a decision. I love that I'm a decision maker. I can make decisions. You know how many times I would get stuck in decisions and just I wouldn't want to decide, and I still find myself doing that now. And I'll be like, oh, I don't know, should I do this? And I hit a point where it's like, Macy, just decide. Like, you'll figure it out as you go, but you need to just, what feels right now, and let's just go with it. And once I do that, things usually fall into place. And another thing that I've learned is to not freak out so much when things go wrong, right? I used to, you could be devastated, like something went wrong, or freaking out, what are we going to do? But something always works out. There's always a solution. So I've tried to lessen my freak out and go with, it's all going to be okay and we're going to figure this out. I am capable of handling things, and I'm capable of finding solutions or asking for help if I need it. And that helps me to not fear so much because I'm prepared. I'm prepared for when things come because I know I've handled other things. As you handle something and it was hard, recognize that and own it and, solidify that in your mind and remember that. That's who I am. I took care of that. Or I asked for help and somebody helped me with that. Sometimes we fear things we don't know, or we want to think ahead and imagine it. And then we're living in fear of something that hasn't even happened, right? So imagine like with me doing the videos and the blog posts and all of that. What if nobody came and showed up and watched them? What if nobody cared? I could worry about that all day long and never put anything out there because, what if nobody wants to hear it? Oh, they probably don't. Okay, I'll stop. I would have never even tried. So sometimes we create those future instances that we fear and it hasn't even happened yet. Or worrying about what other people think, or even thinking we know what they're thinking, right? Somebody says something to us and they make a face while they're saying it. We think, oh, they really didn't like that. We don't know. We have no idea, right? And even if they tell us they don't like something about us or something we did, sometimes we don't even know the why. It may not be what we're thinking it is. So we need to let that go. Think of how much time we waste worrying about what someone else says or does or thinks that we have no idea. A lot of our relationships we create in our mind thinking we know what that person's thinking about us, and we have no idea. Most of the time, it's not as bad as what we make it, right? So we're fearing things that aren't real or future things that might happen that haven't even happened yet. So my tip to you is just, live in the moment. Take a moment to really think about the things you want to do and what's holding you back. And who would you be if you got to do those things? How would it feel? Right? And I had to really own that if I got what I wanted and I was sharing things and people really wanted to hear what I had to say, then I would be that person. And am I okay being that person? Sometimes that's scary because you think, well, I don't know how to be that person. Then I have to be amazing, right? And have all these things to say. Well, that's creating a future I don't know about, right? And then that's fear of looking stupid, right? But I have to be okay with failing. I have to be okay with maybe it doesn't look great all the time and just trying anyway and learning from it and coming back and doing it again or shifting it the way it needs to be. I mean, that's how it works. And there's people out there that have figured this out. They'll just go do things right and left, fail, whatever, learn, move on. And then there's some of us that are just so in the fear we won't even try. And I've lived in that area too long. I don't want to live in fear. And I want to see what I can do, right? And just put myself out there in all different areas and just enjoy life and experience things. We only get this one life, you guys, so just go live it. So whatever you're fearing, let it go. Whatever you're worried about somebody thinking about you, let it go, right? Just know what you think of you and make that be a good thing. Because if it's not a good thing and you don't like you, that's a bigger problem than worrying about what somebody else thinks of you. So there's other tools and tips on that. But that's just my thought on the fear and just leaping in and hit or miss, fail or succeed, experience life. It will open up opportunities either way, I promise you. So let that fear go, guys, and just keep doing it. You guys are awesome. Have a great one.